Right, let's start today's video updates with something that will make all of us laugh, because that's how it's best to start the week. It's Monday, it's going to be a tough week. Let's talk about Charlene White. Now, even the surname is going to be massively ironic when it comes to this news story. Charlene White, who's on Loose Women, went to do this Empire's Child program to find out about her past and her roots, especially when it comes to the colonies and the evil empire and all the usual history stuff that they try to erase, the liberal woke elite idiots, especially the celebrity rich privileged celebrities who still see themselves as the victims of history. Yeah, sure, you're such a victim. Charlene White were found out on this program, as they were discovering about her family tree, that her ancestor had links to slavery. So you'd be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, look at her. Yeah, her ancestor might have been a slave. No. Her ancestor actually owned slaves. This changes everything. She had a meltdown. She was devastated and she was ashamed, probably of her skin color at this point. I'm not sure exactly why this was a surprise. You do guys realize that things have changed? There's a lot of mixed, obviously, races and families, obviously discovering things about their past that, oh, my great-grandfather slept with someone with a different skin color. But yeah, that's how it happened. That's called history. A lot of stuff happened in the past. But she's very, very devastated. Came out and said, you know the red in my hair when it's not dyed? Gosh, it's because of this man. This man could have been responsible for a lot of pain. So until now, people like Charlene White, again, Charlene White, were always campaigning against, they literally, no pun intended, actually pun intended, made it black and white with this debate that anybody who's a male privileged white person is directly linked and should be ashamed of his skin color and his privilege and all that stuff and his gender, because that means whether you like it or not, your ancestors had slaves. And they said anybody else who did not have a white skin color, you're always the victim. Well, not Charlene. She's not a victim because her family owned slaves. Also, it's not really a big surprise when it comes, especially whether it was like Jamaica or Africa or certain other places. It was actually a lot of people, natives from those areas, who were part of the trade. So why are you guys surprised? It's not even just her. We discovered that Alex Scott, a BBC presenter, another presenter, has also come out. It's the same person who was proud of her working class accent, and that made her a very, very underdog victim until now. And she's a great presenter. That's aside. This is not about professional analysis of what they do. She also went and discovered on her about her roots and her family tree, and discovered that, oh, that's not good, because she also has links her ancestors to slavery. Alex said, in terms of explaining my emotions behind this, I suppose that goes against everything that I stand for, who I am. I was very aware when maybe delving into the topic of slavery, but I really did believe that I'd be learning about my families as slaves, not on the other side, but as the slave owners. Wow. I mean, it's funny because a few years ago we had Ben Affleck, the actor in America, did a similar show, and he's white. So even when he, as a liberal white Hollywood type, found out that his ancestor had slaves, he was shocked and he cried. He had a meltdown. He was ashamed of his past. That's a different level. When you have Alex Scott and Charlene White finding out, it's slightly funny, isn't it? Because it shows that not everything is black and white. Again, no pun intended. This is just part of history. Doesn't mean we have no links. We have nothing to do with what happened in the past. Anything the ancestors did, Charlene, you, or me, or anybody else, we have no links. So no one should apologize. None of us should apologize. And none of us should feel like victims. Grow up. You're a rich, middle-class, successful woman in one of the best countries in the world. So get used to it.